Everyone, it's been a minute. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. My name is Katie, and today I'm gonna film a WIP parade for the end of year 2023 WIP. I've been gone for a while, good reasons and not so wonderful reasons. But I hope you are all having a good 2024. I've got lots of projects to show, plans for 2024, stitch-alongs that I'm doing, and life updates, I guess. So, get into it. Thought I'd share a little bit about what has been going on. I think my last tube was in September? No. Yes. Somewhere. In October, two things happened. I got married, which was a wonderful, wonderful thing. And not so wonderful thing is my fur baby. I passed away on the 7th of October. It was very hard, but we'd known it coming. She had end of stage kidney failure. She'd been going in for weekly treatments for probably over 3 or 4 months. We got her on shots that were supposed to help her blood count, and within a week of starting that, it was time to put her down. She had stayed the night in the hospital because her numbers were really, really low. Well, really, really high. And they watched her overnight, and I got a call the next day saying it's time. So I went in, I cuddled her, gave her a bunch of lovings. My mom said that when I came, she had a big smile on her face. But she was having a time. Gave her lots of cuddles, told her I loved her, and knew it was the right time. So that was how my October went, and that kind of went down the rabbit hole of not so much stitching, not wanting to record any videos. The room that I do record videos in, that has my desk and everything, was kind of her room, so didn't really want to come in here very much. So yeah, that's kind of why the videos kind of stopped and y'all didn't hear from me. Then in November, my granny passed away on the 20th. November. She also she put herself on hospice 2 weeks before she passed away. Everyone was kind of coming. We all got to say our goodbyes. It wasn't a sudden passing. Everyone knew, and we all got to say our goodbyes. So that was a blessing. In December, there was another family member that passed away. And now, January, we had another passing family. So it's been a rough end of 2023, beginning of 2024, but making it through. That's what I've been up to. That's life update, I guess. On better news, had a good Thanksgiving, a wonderful Christmas, spent time with family, and also got my phone now. Okay. And we also got a new addition to the family. So Let's see if I can find some pictures here. This one is of my fur baby Dottie, who passed away. I had her for 14 years, nearly 15. Loved her to death. She was my baby, my child. But now we got a new lovable, humongous dog. It was kind of a she needed me and I didn't know I needed her, but I really did kind of thing. And there she is. Her name is Raven. They said she is a Great Dane boxer mix. So, I had her for about a month and still learning all about each other. But she's really lovable and just wants to be around you like you to death. But that's the life updates. Sorry for the bad news. But that's what's been going on in my life. But I know all of you aren't here to hear about my life update, and y'all just want to see the WIPs, so get into that. So I thought I would show you guys the finishes for 2023, as far as I can remember. The first one is a lizard. This is an Etsy pattern. This was supposed to be like fully finished by the end of this year for a Christmas present, but I have decided to make it a Christmas present for this next coming year. We're a bit crazy at the end of the year, but yeah, it's a little guy. It's really cute, a bunch of different greens and blues and some purples. And this one was done on a 14 count Ada, I believe. Sorry, gotta dry my eyes. I was hoping I wasn't gonna tear up when I told y'all, but kind of knew I would. Okay, next up is this little panda guy. He was really cute. The pre-stamped one. He was really fun, actually. Really enjoyed stitching him. Next one, I think this was a finish this year. Not 100% sure, but the penguin. This was a finish last year, and you guys saw it. Well, you get to see it again. And then the kind of quote-unquote big finish for the year, I guess, but it's not really a big piece. Is an Etsy pattern. It's done on 18 count gridded Ada, and it's called Deer. This is kind of my focus on a finish for last year, and I like how it came out. I did change the colors on this one quite a bit because I was just doing colors that I had at the time when I started it. I now have a full stash of DMC, so that finishes. Wait, was this a finish this year too, or this past year? I'm not sure, but y'all are gonna see it. I like this one. This one's fun. This was a pre-stamped, and all the stamped part came. I can't. There's been a lot happening this year. I got this with ashes in them, and it's worn pretty much 24/7. Okay, next oh, I did keep track of how many pages I finished, and I had a goal, I believe, of 30 pages this year. I didn't meet it, but I got really, really close. I got to 26 pages, which I think is pretty dang good. I have a book here. I've written out all my patterns on it, and I've organized them into categories of what's on Pattern Keeper, what is counted, and I also have a section for stamped patterns, which I have a ton of stamped patterns that I've started. So I'm kind of just going to write them down as I work on them, because that wasn't happening when I was putting this together. So I have 4 focus pieces for the year. 3 of them are focus pieces that are in my I'm in WIP Warriors, and they're my 3 focus pieces for the year in there, but I also have a 4th one. This was my morning stitch, and one that I wanted to get done this in 2023 for Christmas. Didn't happen, but it is a piece that I charted myself. But this is gonna get finished this year. It was my morning piece, but since my fur baby passed away, I haven't stitched, and she's not there to wake me up at 6 o'clock, so I don't get up that early if I don't have to. But here is where we are at. I have, I'm trying to think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pages to do. But there's where we're at so far. I am really, really tired of the color yellow. I don't like the color yellow anyways, and now I'm really kind of over it. This is done on 18 count, I think I need to add some fabric. Now start rub a little bit. Put that one over here. Well, maybe, because it will go back on a stand. Or not. Okay. So, for my plans for this year, I have a wheel for each of my categories. Pattern Keeper, counted, which counted, I mean that it's on paper pattern. And then I have category for my pre-stamp. And then my 4 focus pieces. So each week, I'm gonna say each week, it might be every 2 weeks. I haven't, decided on that yet. But I will spin the wheel for for Pattern Keeper and paper pattern. And then I will pick randomly one of my pre-stamps. And those will be what I work on, plus whichever focus piece I decide to work on that week. Just because I want to get even just 1 stitch in every project that I have, because I didn't touch a ton of projects this year. I didn't even touch half of the projects, and I'd really like to at least put a stitch in every project. Okay, so my first focus piece, I'm gonna take it out of the hoop. Did work on it this year. I have started to really like Q-snaps over hoops a lot, and the new fur dog got a hold of one of the Q-snaps yesterday. Yeah, that was fun. I've never had a large dog. I'm learning. Oh, am I learning a lot of things about having a big dog that likes to chew on stuff. She's about 2 years old, so she's in the not puppy phase, but still very active phase. Okay, this pattern is Abandoned Hope, started by Heaven and Earth Designs. I really like this piece. I've always loved this piece. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's a lot of black. Oh, and be prepared. This might be a semi-long video. Just forewarning. Let's see. I don't think... Didn't. I haven't written down the percentages that I'm starting at this year. I didn't think I had because I was still working on some. Oh, my hair's a mess, guys. I just took a shower. So this one, at the beginning of 2024, is starting at 6.48%. And I don't have a certain goal for this. I just want to get more work done on it. But here is where it's at. It's on 28 count Monaco. Most of my large patterns are. It's what I prefer to stitch on, and I stitch 10 stitch. So all of that is 310. That is why most people don't want to stitch this one. But I don't mind it. I like stitching in 310. Next focus piece. I had bought this one a while ago. It is called Howling Moon by Thread Geeks. And this piece is, I started it in honor of her baby. I actually started the weekend she passed away. I went to my parents' house, and this is all I did that week. I worked on this piece. It is on 28 count Monaco. Is going to be starting the year at 6%. I actually started working cross country across the top 3 pages. I think the black is finished in 2 of the pages. So in that weekend, I got 2,700 stitches in. I want to get a finish on this one this year because I want to put next focus piece is actually one I started January 1st. It is the Paid Sal event that's going on this year. The conditions, I guess, or the rewards for it, if you get 4 pages done and submit it, you get, there were 10 patterns that you could choose from. You get all 10 patterns. If you finish the piece, you get 2 free charts. So I'm aiming to get the 4 pages done. I would love to get the whole thing done, but see how it goes. So far, so good, but usually the first 3 months I'm really good at sticking to the plan. After that, I go way off. So I picked the Rainbow Dragon. This girl right here. It's by Sheena Pike, the original chart. And I believe to get finished by the end of the year, you have to do 180 stitches a day or something like that. I have it done per week and per month for goals. It's about 1,200 per week and about 4,000 a month, a little over 4,000 a month. So this one started at 0, and it's not in not even in the book yet. So we can put it in for 2020. And I have done 1,200 stitches on it to get it to 5.44%, 28 count, 10 stitch. Here we are so far. I started a new way of stitching. I'm doing a 20 by 20 diagonal block. And it's actually gone a lot faster. This has a ton of confetti in it. I mean, a lot. This is pretty thick. So it can take me a little while to get a block done on it, but I'm enjoying it so far. This one is what I'm trying to work on it semi-daily. Some days I'm just too tired after work to do it, but during the weekdays I plan on working on this one until I get the goal met, and then I'll switch to one of the others that I selected. That's the plan. I get tired of it, then I get tired of it. That is staying out. Okay. Those are the focus pieces. Give me just a sec. I'm trying to keep the focus pieces together. So first I'm going to do all of my pattern keeper patterns. And then we'll do the the paper pattern, and then we'll do pre-stamped. Hopefully I can get it all in this video. If not, I'll have another WIP video, or WIP parade video, because it is almost 7 o'clock at night, so we might have to do this in sections, but we'll see. So let's get the big baddies out of the way. The first one up is, these are my supersized patterns. First one up is Supersized Grand Library Max Color by Amy Stewart. It's the one that everyone started this year. I started in the lower right corner because most of the things that I extremely enjoy about this pattern is in the bottom bottom right hand corner. And this is on 25 count. I don't remember the fabric. but it's a pretty fabric. We're starting this one out for 2024 at 0.48%. I got the bottom page done, which was more like a half a page. If I can show this to you guys, it's really big. But there is what I have gotten. Got a hand creeping out. I really like this one. I thought it was really cool that the hand like stuck out. I didn't even notice the hand until I had finished that page. Next one is the Fantastic Voyage. Really get the Fantastic Voyage Supersized Max Color by Amy Stewart. Again, I'm starting in the lower right hand corner. I almost got a page done on this one. Not quite. I think I'm like 10 stitches off. I didn't quite have the full DMC set yet, so I was missing these colors, and then I never came back to it. This one is going to be starting the year off at 0.89%. And that's with 6,796 stitches. I haven't even got to 1%. And this is on, I think this is called Lucar. But there is my mostly finished page. I hated the top of this page because of all that confetti. There's like some flowers or something, and I hated it. And all of these 25, all my supersized ones are on 25 count and 2/110 stitch. My last supersized one, which was my first Heaven and Earth design pattern. Sorry. Is Supersized Beloved. Yeah, my first paid design was a supersize. I like big projects, I always have. And this one I do have more progress on than the other ones. It was started in 2021, and we're starting off the year at 4.37%. So still not a lot, but more. That is at 33,260 stitches. Again, 25 count, 2/110. Yeah. I got both of his eyes in. I really like, I mean, it has a reflection, like a glare on his eye, and you see it. I think that's amazing. Yeah. I really enjoy that piece. Whenever I really like stitching up. Alright, next up is going to be whatever I pull out of the bin. Okay, this one is a start for this year. It is the Cross Stitch Studios out. For 2024. I decided to get it this year because it is fashionable pets, and it just kind of made sense to get it this year. Again, 28 count 10 stitch. I finished the first page in like 3 days, but most of it is like 3 colors with a little bit of confetti. Not a big project. They come out with a page on the 1st and the 15th. Will I keep up with it? Probably not. But I did the first page, which is nearly more than I did when I started the 2022. Next one, the one I haven't started yet. I can show you which one it is that I will more than likely be starting this year. It is called Christmas Wonderland, Donna Gelsinger, Heaven and Earth Designs. I really loved this one when it came out, and I'm going to be doing this one for my pawpaw. And I guess the Howling Moon was but this one will get stitched on sometime this year when it gets pulled. Do I have that one? I don't have that one in yet. But I Christmas Wonderland. I don't know if I left enough room on my page for my new start this year. Staple a page in or something. Okay, next up, I need to get all of these in bags because some of them I'm having to be like, which one is this? But I believe this one is Davy Jones' Locker by Thread Geeks. Yeah, that's what this one is. I really like this one. It's super cute, super me. And I like this one so much. I bought it twice. Unintentional. Thought I hadn't bought it yet. But I did. Davy Jones Locker. We're starting this one off at 1.26%. And it, again, 28 count, 10 stitch. And there is where we're starting it. And when I was doing it, I was kind of like color completing 939 because there's a 26,000 stitches of 939 in it. So that's that one. Next one is a small guy. I don't think I even have a pattern for this one. I mean a picture for this one. I think it's called Retro Sunset. It's off of Etsy. Retro Summer. That's what Retro Summer. Here is what it looks like. And we're going to be starting off the year at 3.25%. Again, 28 count, 10 stitch. And this is one I was doing at night. It was super simple. Next we have a little bitty one that I work on at night and is actually only in my phone, not on my tablet. It is called Christmas Penguin. There were like 6 of these in the package that I bought. It's an Etsy. purchase. There's the little pink. I'm gonna be starting this one at, I don't even have this one. He's at 15.98%. Got so far. A lot of white stitching. Yeah, he's fun. I got these new tension clips off of Etsy, and I really like them. I was worried because these have like teeth, so if you pull them too hard, it can pull your fabric, but it keeps it really tight. Next up is the project I started in memory of my granny. It's also a newish Amy Stewart pattern. When I bought it, there wasn't the max color out yet, so I'm just doing regular colors. This is Merry Mushroom Village Picnic. I only put a few stitches in one night. Merry Mushroom Village will start out at 0.03%. We are 28 count 10 stitch. Not very much, but stitching has definitely been very therapeutic this year, to say the least. Okay, next one. This is Respawned. It's a spiral chart. I can't remember who, is it Thread Geeks? I think Thread Geeks is the one who, yes. This is Respawned for my hubby, and kind of for, I like it too. It is actually on an 18 count, which is very kind of rare for me. And Respawn is at 3.26%. And I am again doing the 310. There are 40,000 plus stitches in here of black. Here we are on that one. I need to actually put this one in a bigger bag, so it'll fit. So I'm gonna put it to the side so I can do that after. Okay, next is one I started in 2022. It is Mini 1. It is a mini Heaven and Earth design. A girl on a beach. Monochromish. I actually bought this one as a kit before I knew about Heaven and Earth design. And then when I found it on Heaven and Earth design, I decided to buy it and start it. And we will be starting this one at 1.19%. This is 28 count. I think why I haven't really gotten into this project is because right now it's a ton of light stitching colors. I think that's It's not the whole project. There are a lot of different colors in this project, but right now it's a lot of white and it drives me nuts. Next we have Jack Skellington. This is a Etsy chart. Halloween pattern. Which if you're just joining me, I'm a Halloween fanatic. So a lot of my charts are Halloween. And Jack Skellington is going to be starting out at 4.27%. This is on 28 count, tent stitch. Gotten 9,000 stitches in so far. And it's a lot of dark colors, but there are bats in the sky. Kind of hard to see in this lighting, but in person you can see them. Okay, next up we have the Cross Stitch Studio Stitch Along for 2022. It's Under the Seesaw, and it's a sort of a steampunk seahorse. I don't know if I have the picture. I don't even have it in pattern. So I don't know what percentage we're starting at. I know I have about a page and a half done so far. That's where sorry, I don't have a picture for that. I have to go through. I don't know where that one is, to be honest. I'll have to go through my drive and see. Okay, this one has two patterns in it. One of them One of them is more of a, I think I actually do have it as a counted, like a paper pattern, because it's black work. It is called Giraffe, and here's where I'm at. I really like it. It's fun to work on. The fabric that I'm doing it on is I'm gonna say this is Princess 16 count? No. This one is Lust. I don't know. These were limited editions and they had some extra cuts at the end of the year. So that's where I got them from. And this one is a 28 count. And then the next one is a Pattern Keeper one. I think these are both KLT charting patterns. This is called Ominous Owl. And this one is at 2.38%. Which this one won't take an extremely long time to finish. There's only 7,500 stitches in it. This is done on a 16 count Ada called Princess of Stockport. I actually did a middle start on this one. This is my Batman. And it has a companion Superman piece. These are off of Etsy. I haven't started the Superman one. But the Batman one, I have done all of the black. And I don't know what I want to do. There is like, I don't even know how many background stitches in this of white, over 15,000 background stitches, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do them or not. Usually I'm like, yes, let's do the background stitches. But I don't know. So the stitch count is kind of really off depending on if I do the background versus if I don't. So right now we're starting at 20.68%. If I don't do the background, I can finish this fairly easy. But this is on, I think this is an 18 count, and I have all the black done. It's not no, this is full cross. This is full cross. So we'll see. I will probably not do the background stitches, finish it, and then see if it needs the background. This next one is a stitch along, a Facebook stitch along that I got into. I only did a page of it. It is called the Dragon Stitch Along. And again, I don't have a picture for it. I got one page done. That's all I. Sure. And this year is the year of the dragon, so we'll see. I don't know what percentage, but there's the first page. 28 count, 10 stitch. Okay. Next one is called Apples. And I'm not 100% if I'm going to finish this one. I was actually doing this one for my granny. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. It's an Etsy pattern. She was a teacher, and it just kind of fit. I was gonna do them all in a one long strip. This is where I am at so far. I coffee dyed this. It 28 count fabric, doing it in 10 stitch. And right now, I'll put down how much I have so far. Right now, I'm at 8.59%. I will finish at least this apple. If I continue on with the rest of them, I don't know yet, but I will finish off this apple. Next up is a problem piece. I had gotten this as a kit. It's called Sea Witch. I was doing it from a paper pattern. but then I found out that I could get it pattern keeper, which I thought was really great. Well, somewhere along the line, I messed up in the paper pattern, and of course, in the pattern keeper pattern, I don't have all my stitches put in from what I did on my paper pattern because I started doing cross country by color. So I've messed up somewhere in this one. I know where, but I don't know what all is off. I just know the general area. So sea witch will be starting out at 8.92%. So there's gonna have to be some frogging in this one whenever I pull it out, and it has definitely made me not want to pull it out and work on it. So let's see if I can get it all. There. That is where I am at. I'm out of practice, guys. There's the top, there's the bottom. And it is in this area right here that I have screwed up. And if I messed those up, I more than likely have messed something up here. Hopefully not over here. So yeah. Just kind of puts you off when you have a mistake that you don't know how far the mistake goes. Next one is Tears. This was my like 9/11 remembrance piece kind of project. Because it's in New York City Tower, Empire State Building behind her. I don't know. Not really 9/11-ish, but it's New York. So, over New York, missing. Oh, Tears. That's what it's called. We're starting it at 0.08%. I think I might have worked on this for a day. I was gonna kit them up, never got around to it, and I actually really need these to finish putting all of my DMCs on. I think I'm in like the 3700s to finish. I had them all on like stock card. I don't really like them, so might be able to finish with those. Very nice, very nice. 28 count tent, and this is the very small start. This one is my supersized beloved bag. It has all of the glosses in it because I ordered, I completely kitted that one up when I started. This one is Onria. I really love this piece. By Tilton Crafts. My granny actually got to see this piece, and she told me that's definitely you, Katie. Onria is at 9.49%. 28 count tent stitch. Here we are. Into the umbrella. It'll be really fun when I get to her hair. Okay, this is just the fabrics for my supersized pieces. The extra fabric that I have. Okay, Wicked, Trixie, and False. This is by KLT Creations. And we're starting this one off at 0.43%. This one, I think, is an 18 count. And I'm doing this full cross. That is what so far. This is gridded. I have found out I'm not the biggest fan of gridded fabric. I'd rather just grid it myself. Yeah. Pack. Last pack. This one I'm doing for my dad. And again, I don't want to pull this piece out because I am in this top corner over here. That's all white on white fabric. I really have thought about starting over and dyeing the fabric, but I also don't want to start over. Last pack is at 3.67%. And 28 count tent stitch. And there is where I am. I think there's 2 different colors in here, which really, that should have gone a lot faster. I think it will. Now I'm a little more experienced, little bit of a faster stitcher. Not much, but you know, get better as you. The more stitches you put in, the better you get. This one is Werewolf. Picture in here. Designs charted. Really like this one. This one is at a whopping 0.03%. For as much as I like this one, I haven't put a lot in it. Again, 28 count. This is some of the stiffer fabric I've bought. Oh yeah, I've done 103 stitches, guys. This one has got to get some work in it. Light blues and white. Not a lot of stitches. Next one is Angel. This is a piece for my mom. This was a pattern off of Etsy. She really likes this picture. She used to have one as a child. Hung over her bed, I think. And I need to really get working on this because it's quite a big pattern. only thing is it really loads really crappily in pattern queue. I'm at 0.40%. And another reason why this one is going very slowly. This is on 32 count. I'm doing tint stitch on 32 count. First time doing it on 32 count, and it's a linen, so me and linen don't always get along. So it's slower stitching, but it's where I'm at so far. I did this year get some 28 count needles so that stitching will be a little bit easier on that. And I'm not for sure. Just threw that in there. If I'm doing 2 over 1 or if I'm doing 1 over 1. I actually thought about this the other day. And I don't remember. No, I'm doing 2. I'm doing 2 over 1 on 32 count. So that could be an issue too. It's gonna be really thick and bulky. But I'm not changing it now. Next one is Sylvia Sword. This was from Thread Geeks, and I got it as a kit. I really like this one. I really like the cards that Thread Geeks puts them on. They're really thick cardstock. I never say it right, but it is at 3.53%. Uh, 28 count. The pattern is no background, but I wanted a flashy background, so I added some of this DMC Etoile, I think, which I might kind of go around the whole pattern with that. I don't know, I just didn't like it being, the background being white for this project. This one, I got a wild hair to want to do a full cross on a Hade pattern. Don't know where it came from, but yeah. And I started stitching it in hand, and I don't like the way it looks with me stitching in hand. This is Dante's Fury by Alchemy Carta, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I debated if I wanted this one or not. I really loved the monochrome. I loved her. I hate snakes. But I love the frame. I got it. And this is not going to be a very big start. Dante's Fury is going to be at 0.15%. One of the few ones that is going to be full cross on 28 count. And there is where I started. So I was like, let's do all the black in full cross. That's what I wanted to do. And I was trying to make it to where I could do project in hand, because it's so much faster to just pick something up, and just start stitching when it's in hand. Which I think is why I like my pre-stamp so much. But I don't like the way it looks in hand on 28 count fabric that's not stiff. This one is called Welcome to New York. It's an Etsy pattern. It's Ghostbusters. I started this one when I got my new job. There's the pattern. I love Ghostbusters. I grew up on it. I can't wait for, there's supposed to be another one coming out with the new kids. That, you seen the one that came out last year, year before last year, something like that. It was really good. But anyways, 28 count, tent stitch. This one will be starting at 13.51%. Here's where I'm at. So I really like it. It's cute, fun. Yes, it's pixelated, but it's fun. Second to last piece on here. This is Disney Halloween. It's an Etsy pattern. This is actually what I've worked on for the past month and a half. Because I really wanted to get the whole first row of pages done. I didn't. I got half, but still pretty good. This is a picture. I'm missing a few. Actually, I know where one of them is. But Disney Halloween is at 12.51%. And this one is going to get moved into a bigger bag because I kitted this up in CXC threads, which I like. They have better coverage. The only thing is I started to thread wax my threads, and I can't do that with the CX3. It makes them, I don't know, it just doesn't loopy. But here is where I am. I got these 5 done because I was doing row all the way across, and then I put it in a Q-snap, and this is kind of where my working area was. So I got 5 pages fully completed on this. I have 2 more rows on 5 pages to get the first full row of pages done. But it's starting to come in. The moon is really pretty. This castle is full of confetti, but it's coming out really, really good too. 28 count tent stitch. And I was gonna keep working on it until I finished the pages, but then when the Sal's came out, I decided to work on it. This one has got to go in a bigger bag. The last one that I have in this batch until I find these other ones, which I know where one is, but I do know where that one is. I'm missing 3. It's possible that they got put in some of my other bags for with my my paper patterns. So when we go through those, we might find them. This is Gecko Rouge Kit Gamer. This was my unicorn pattern, and I got it. And I was very, very excited. Because Gecko Rouge patterns are not cheap. They are only available kitted up. But now, this artist, Medusa Dollmaker, I love nearly every single one of her patterns. She now has an Etsy shop that has all of her patterns available just the pattern. Yeah, so I might get some of those this year. But here's might help if we're on the right side. Let's see. Gamer is at 1.61%. Needle minder back. That's why. 28 count gridded fabric. And there's where I'm at. I'm still working on the background. But very, very happy. And I just keep this one. I have another one of gecko roots as well. But I just keep it in the box. It works. Okay, let me go get the one pattern that I'm missing that I know where it is. So give me just a second. Okay, I did a little cleanup and got my paper patterns already. Went in search of the one I'm missing and can't find. I don't know where it is. But I'll show you this one. This is by Witchy Stitcher, Death Before Decaf. And it is at 6.7%. I don't know what count this is. 18, possibly. It was just, I had bought a little package of random fabric when I first started, and I mean, it's a small piece of fabric. So. Okay. The one I'm missing is New Moon. I'm going to show you the picture. If I find it, I'll show you again. I know I just saw this couple, but I can't find it. By Thread Geeks. It's Edward and Bella. And I have gotten the first column of pages completed. And it is at 35.11%. Let's see. That is what I have completed so far. Hopefully I can find, hopefully it's in these, but I don't think it is. Strange. Okay. Now, these are my paper patterns. Oh. That one is actually in the wrong spot, but that's okay. This one is one of my beaded projects. It's not in a category. I just do beaded when I feel like doing beaded. This is the picture. I don't think what did I name this? Let's see. Beaded skeletons. Skeletons. I'm doing it in black and a turquoise. I haven't gotten very far. Don't know if this will ever be finished or if I'll abandon it. I don't know. But this is where I'm at. On 14 count. And honestly, I don't know if I will continue. I really want to, but right now I'm just not in my beading phase. So none of these will have percentages. I gave up counting on without Pattern Keeper. So that's just how it is. Okay, this is Skywars. Here's what it looks like. I haven't touched this. I don't think I have touched any of my pattern this year except for 2, maybe. And this is one I can't decide if I want to restart or not. Which really, it's not that bad. This is my first time doing 18 count, and I was doing it by color per page, and I think it looks a little messy. But I have like full page done, so I might keep it. Just, like, it's where I started. It's not this big, I just have it on a big piece of 14 count fabric. Because it's what I had and I didn't get it. Might keep it, I might restart it. I'll decide when I pull it. When I draw it. We have Wicker Turtle. Here is the pattern. I started it when they started it as a stitch along. This is 28 count black Joblin. I have made a mistake. I'm not gonna rip it out. It'll be fine. This is the head of the turtle. And I did the bottom just like the top, and the bottom's different, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So, where I am on that one. I really need to pull this one out. I do like it. It was just my first time working on black fabric. And I think, and being a 28 count, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I think I'm good now. Here is one that is embroidery, not cross stitch. Sister-in-law got me this. And here is that. I've gotten the black in the eyes and nose and flower. It's fun for something different. Then next is Pumpkin Fairy. Fairy Pumpkin, I can't remember which way Pumpkin Fairy. And I am halfway done with this, except for beads. I've only done her beads in the necklace, but I'm halfway done. This is 18 count fabric, full cross. Okay. I found it, guys. New Moon. I found it. 28 count. Yeah, 28 count tent stitch. It is very, very small margins. I had a scrap that would fit it with extremely small margins. but I went all the way across to double check, and it fits, barely, but it fits. And there are the 3 pages completed. And I actually did that in a month. Yeah. The next one in here is Rose Marquis Long Dog Sampler. My brother also got me this. I have gotten a page done on it. I really enjoy it, but it's not something I can stitch on all the time. It is actually still in frame. I need to take it out. There is where I am at. Whole page completely finished. And it is being done on a 28 count. The thread, it's a silky thread. I need to take it out because I need those bars. And last one in this bucket is an Irish Blessing. I think I got this off of 123 Stitch. This is a 20. I don't know if this is 25 or 28 count. But the outside here is a specialty stitch. And I'm filling in the background because it just popped better. This will need to go in a bigger bag as well. Okay. Next up, Harry Potter books. Look like when it's finished. You heard that? That was my fur baby getting into her cage. And 14 count, full cross. And there's where I'm at. Most of these counted ones that came in a kit were ones that I found started before I even knew about all these other cross-stitching companies. This one is Phoenix. And here's where I'm at. It's 14 count, and there are full and tint stitches in here, and I've only gotten to the tint stitches. $14 as well. Okay. Hobbit House. I have 1 page left. This is 14 count. Full cross. I have 1 page left and the back stitching to do. This was one of my first patterns that I ever did. Next, I have Coffee Octopus. I do think that you can find this on Etsy. I think it's called Tea Octopus. I could be wrong, but I know this is kind of like a fan favorite. But here's where we're at. 14 count full cross. mushroom house, mushroom door, I'm not sure. I started it this year just because I needed a new start. And 14 count, full cross. Not much. Don't even know if it's in my book or in my spinning wheel. I do have a way to check that when I start everything. This is, there's the picture. Oh, that was my working. This I thought was going to be a pre-stamped, and it's not. It's a counted. It doesn't have a good picture. It's the Haunted Mansion. This one also needs a bigger bag. I started at the bottom, and that is what I got done. This is Hedwig. I think all these kitted ones, this is a kitted one, are all on 14 count. Really crappy fabric. I don't like it, but it's what it came with. I'm going to use it. It's like plastic. I don't know. There is where I am. I know I have one full page completed, possibly two. It's full cross. This one is called Horned Angel. That's what I call it. Did a middle start. I think it's this way. Full cross. 14 count. Having to dig into the basket here. The tiger. I think this one's 14 count full cross. There's the start. Long journey. Black and white. I really like this one. Don't like the way I started it, but I did a center start and then I didn't like it, and so there's where I'm at. I really like it. Really pretty. Center starch are just not my favorite, though sometimes they're necessary for the kits when you don't want to count. The top corner. Last one. My favorite of these, and one I really want to get back to, it's called Skull Island. That's what I call it. I think it's amazing. This is the only kit I could find of this pattern. And this one has to go in a bigger bag too. Again, crappy fabric. Don't like. It's massive because it's 14 count. Let me get to the top. It's big. Where I'll ever put this, I have no idea. Because this 14 count makes it so large. But there is where I am at. I think I want to cross with color. But then I started going back by pages. I think I have 1 page, maybe 2 finished in there. Still just in the sky. I'll be happy when this one gets pulled again to work with. And those are all of my pattern ones that I have started. Paper pattern ones that I have started. Sorry. Okay. So, I will be right back. Let me clean up this mess and get the pre-stamps. Okay. We have 2.5 more bins to go. These are all my pre-stamps. After I get finished with this, I will spin the wheel for what we're going to work on this week. By how long this video is, you're probably not going to see this till the middle of the week, but know that those are the projects I will be working on. Here is this one. Not all of these have names. This one. These are either going to be 14 or 11. And let's see. This is all I've gotten done. Oh no. And I've done white down here. I need to get this to a different. This one is a beaded project. I don't even know where the beads are at the moment for this one, but all the little circles are where beads go. So I haven't done much. Got one of the tusks. Not my favorite, but one of those purchases off of Amazon. This one is You and Me, We Got This. I am doing this one tent stitch, believe it or not. I don't like doing it in tent stitch. It gets really, really boring. And that's what I've gotten done. Just a small one. Who was it? I had started one when I first got it in tent stitch. I don't know. I think it was the one I just showed you previously. It's in tent stitch as well. Long, long, long time ago. And then when I can't think of her channel name. Oh man. Someone else on YouTube that I watch started doing her pre-stamped intense stitch. So I was like, hey, I'll do that again. Try it out. So I started this one like that. They're my favorite. This one is Halloween. Here is where I'm at. This is what I worked on this Halloween. Did start. Okay. And then this one is Love. Ooh, wrong way. Y'all see that? And I've only gotten the very bottom started. This one, I recently purchased this one during the Black Friday sale. I got the largest one there was because it was so cheap. Not realizing how big it was, it wouldn't have mattered, but it's very large. But I love this picture. And this is what I have on it so far. I couldn't even show you the whole piece of fabric in one go. It's like as wide as my kitchen. It's insane. Not my whole kitchen, but from cabinet to cabinet. Yeah. That's where we are on that one right now. I have a hink of the black right now. This one I did for Christmas. Actually during my family's Christmas. Kinda a little bit of everywhere. I went around the border. It's hard to see, but I just went around the border. Okay, let me get the next bit. See if we can get all this done in an hour, because then it'll be about my bedtime. Okay, here is one of them that is Pattern Keeper. Don't know if I have it in Pattern Keeper though, because it was a stitch along. I don't. Okay, that's fine. This was the Christmas stitch along. Who did it? I don't remember. It was a few years ago. But I got day 1 and 2 done. This was on a 28 count linen, and I was doing the like 2/2. I don't like doing 2/2. I found I don't like doing 2/2. This is another stitch along. I think they're by the same person, but I can't remember who. This was the night before Christmas, and that is as far as I've gotten. I dyed this myself with Kool-Aid and it didn't turn out good. But that's okay. Next we have Christmas owls. I've gotten a lot done on this. This one is nearly complete. I think I was color complete. That's what that's what I've done. These really should not go in there. Sort that out later. This one is purple waterfall. This is one that I got an 18 count, but it was on that fabric, or really it wasn't even the fabric, but sorry, these are beautiful. The 18 count that the print was not washable, like it wouldn't wash out. So I went and rebought it. I think this is that will wash out. And just started right there. I have both of them in here, in the off chance that I want to see. This is the one that it won't wash out. And this might be even a smaller count. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. But that is where I'm at with those. That one needs a bigger bag. Here we have my lace. I really like string there. This way. I just started on. My retail hat. See if I can. I got this one because we used to have a family cat that he was white and black, but same kind of look. And all I've gotten is a little bitty start in the middle. Can't even see it. Home is where my dog is. And all I've gotten is this purple. Sorry, I keep hitting the. Here is waterfall. Actually, I have some of the extra threads in my bedroom that I need to get out. This was one of my first mega pre-stamps. And actually, I vacuumed up the threads on the thread card, so I had to, they're kind of like mingled. Yeah, real smart. But that is what I have done. I was like utterly devastated when I did that. I was just vacuuming. Thought I'd be careful with it on the floor by my bed. No, I got it up with my vacuum. Mountain Lake. This is a timeout piece because there it looks like two of the symbols look really, really close when they're printed, and well, I did it in the wrong color. This is the bottom. This color right here, it's sticking out. I have to frog all of that. I only have this much to frog. I had completely finished it before I figured it out. So I have to frog all of that. And I kind of just don't want to. Next is Purple Village, Purple Dream. These Joy Sunday packages are tough to get stuff. Oh, there's all my family. I mean, I've worked on this one. And I've just gotten some of the purple. Man, when I shut the door to this room, it gets really hot. I have a candle going too. It doesn't help. Okay, this piece is kind of a fun one. Oops. Okay. I hit my keyboard with some floss and I was worried it messed up the recording. This is the pattern. It is Demon Slayer. It's an anime. All the floss came out with the pattern. That is where I'm at. I also did some auto. Found my other Q-snap. Ah. This is Pink Village. I knew I had another Q-snap somewhere. Where I've gotten that. Now, most of my pre-stamps, I work on them at night before I go to bed. I need something to kind of relax me before I wind down. Or if this is the one that the dog chewed on. So it's missing a few pieces. If I'm going on a trip somewhere or going out of town, these are the ones I'll. This one is Sunflower, which I was doing for my grade, but I'll finish it. That's a little one. Not my favorite. because there are a couple colors that are really close to that look the same. That's where I'm at. Falling. This one is Be a Witch. In a world full of princesses, be a witch. Words to live by. I've got a few stitches up here at the top, but most of my stitching is at the bottom. These are very large pieces. These were this one and another one like it. They were my biggest projects before I got my Mega Monster free stamp. Okay, I'm gonna pause, clean this up, and get my last basket. Okay, last basket. I feel like this is the longest video I've ever made. This is European Town. And this is all I've gotten done. On bottom. This is my rainbow dragon. And I've gotten, I believe it's 939. It's really fun to work on. This one is Wheatfield. Actually won this from a YouTube. Stitching in the inner link, I believe. And I started with her face. This is Zelda. This is a piece that has 4 or 5 in them. I've only started one. It's a really crappy picture, and I hope this stitching comes out better. If this one doesn't come out good, I won't do the other ones. Done some in there, and then I have done a block. I don't know what this is. Let's find out. Oh, these are all my other Zelda patterns that have not been started. Here is my Christmas tree. Oh, this is a counted one. This needs to go in my counted. But that is where I've gotten. This one over here to be put with the counted. This is another beaded project. My mushrooms. I finished the red one and now I need to do the green one. The red one finished. Now I need to This is my other witchy one, Blue Witch. We're nearly there, guys, I promise. And I started, this is what I have started on the bottom. That is the cat's tail and background. This is my last beaded project. Here is the and like I said, I haven't been in a beading mood, mostly because I do my beading right here at my desk, and like I said, I haven't wanted to come in here very much. And second reason, new dog can't come in here yet. She hasn't learned boundaries yet, so there's too many things in here that could get damaged very easily. But here is where I'm at. It looks super pretty. I really like it. This was also one of the beginning when I first started. I really would have thought I would have finished this one by now, but that's fine. We have Bill. I completed all of the black in this piece. Now I have to work on the other colors. I'm really good at getting all the black done in pieces and not wanting to do it. What I've come to realize. Then we have Yin Yang. I am halfway done with this. The Phoenix side is all done, and now I need to complete the dragon, and it is done in the fake silk, like rayon. Really need to start getting some of these free stamps finished before I start new ones. I have a bucket and a half, or a crate and a half. Not a crate and a half. Half a crate of ones I haven't started yet. I like starting things. This one, I don't think I've even started this. Nope, and I know why. It's a counted. Stretches. How that goes to. So I have 2 in here. I haven't started the other one either. So, hey, over there. This one is my blue dragon. Y'all still there? The computer's freaking out because I never recorded a video this long. This is my blue dragon. I am doing 939. Last bag of cozy fireplace. I believe I started this Christmas before last. Actually, on here with you guys. And I started on the fireplace. And then we have snowman. Super cute. Started on his top hat. And that is everything. Only 2 hours. Now we need to draw. I will clean that up. So how I decided to do this is I have a wheel with all of my projects on there, hopefully all of my projects on there, and I will spin the wheel, and once I do that, I will take it out of the wheel, so I will work through all my projects in that group of projects before I start again. If I complete a full page on a project that, besides my focus pieces, then it'll go away more than likely for the rest of the year. That's the plan as of right now. It's not on my phone, it's on my tablet. So, we have 2 categories we will pick from, or spin the wheel for, and then one I will just randomly pick. Yes, we will. Okay. Let's do counted pattern first. Here are all of them that I believe I have. And I will I will know which ones I have worked on and which ones I haven't worked on. So if they're not on this wheel, I will figure that out once we've gone through all of them. Okay. Okay, we're gonna work on the quicker turtle this week. Quicker turtle. Let me take a screenshot of it, because if I don't work on it, I'm gonna keep it in the wheel. If I work on it, then I will take it out. For pattern keeper, I will work on apples. That might be a different one. We'll work on. Oh, I didn't keep it. Anyways, we're working on apples. I have to rewatch this video. And then for the one we will work on freestep. I'm just gonna randomly pick from the pile we have down here. Oh, we're gonna work on the Zelda. Very nice. And I will try to work on those 3. And I will work on Rainbow Dragon to get its count and see what else we work on for the week. I will try and do this again in a week to show you what I've done. If not, it might be 2 weeks. And if I don't do a full floss tube, except for every month, then I will at least come on here and show the wheel spins. We'll see kind of how the month goes, how the week goes. But yeah. So that is my WIP parade. I hope you all have a good 2024. Happy stitching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.